Are you unknowingly ruining your food and risking your health just by putting the wrong things in your fridge? Most of us were taught to toss everything in the refrigerator to keep it fresh, but what if I told you that habit could be doing more harm than good, especially for older adults? In today's video, we're diving into 9 everyday foods that should never be refrigerated. If you're a senior looking to support better digestion, preserve nutrients, and avoid preventable health issues, you'll want to pay close attention. Why? Because refrigerating certain foods can cause stomach upset, destroy essential nutrients, and even encourage harmful bacteria. Things that are far more serious as we age. But don't worry, we'll not only show you what to avoid, but what to do instead, with tips backed by real doctors and nutrition experts. So let's get started and help you make smarter choices for your health, starting right in your kitchen. Number 1. Tomatoes. Let's kick off our list with the food almost everyone has in their kitchen. Tomatoes. You might think refrigerating them keeps them fresh, but in reality, it does the opposite. When tomatoes are stored in cold temperatures, their natural ripening process gets interrupted, which completely changes their flavor profile. Refrigeration dulls their flavor and ruins their texture, making them mealy, grainy, and far less enjoyable to eat. What should be a juicy, flavorful fruit ends up tasting flat and lifeless, especially disappointing when tomatoes are a staple in salads, sandwiches, and sauces. According to Dr. Lee, a gastroenterologist, cold temperatures break down the cellular walls in tomatoes, reducing lycopene content, an important antioxidant for seniors. Lycopene is known for supporting heart health, vision, and cancer prevention, which are all major concerns as we age. Damaging those nutrients with cold storage robs you of those protective benefits. So, what should you do instead? Store your tomatoes in a bowl at room temperature, ideally out of direct sunlight, and place them stem side down to slow moisture loss and bruising. This helps preserve both flavor and nutrients. Just make sure to eat them within 3 to 5 days for best quality. In short, if you're refrigerating your tomatoes, stop now. You're not preserving them, you're weakening their health benefits and ruining their taste. Keep them on the counter and let them do what nature intended, ripen to perfection. Number 2. Bananas. Coming in at number 2 is another kitchen favorite. Bananas. They're quick, tasty, and packed with potassium, perfect for heart and muscle health. But here's the problem. Many people throw bananas into the fridge without realizing they're sabotaging them in the process. Why is this a mistake? Cold temperatures disrupt the banana's natural ripening process, causing the peel to turn black and the texture to become mushy and unpleasant. Even though the inside might still be edible for a while, the overall eating experience and nutritional value start to decline quickly. According to Dr. Jensen, a geriatric nutritionist, chilled bananas lose their digestive enzymes, important for older adults with slower metabolism. Those enzymes help break down food more efficiently, supporting digestion and nutrient absorption, which become more critical with age. So, refrigerating bananas isn't just a cosmetic issue. It can actually affect how your body uses them. Here's what to do instead. Keep bananas on the counter at room temperature. If you want to slow down the ripening process, try this smart tip. Separate the bananas and wrap the stems in foil. This reduces the release of ethylene gas, which is what causes them to ripen so quickly. So the next time you buy a bunch of bananas, skip the fridge. You're not just saving the texture and flavor, you're protecting their health benefits too. And as a senior, those nutrients and enzymes are far too valuable to lose. Number 3. Potatoes. Now let's talk about a comfort food classic, potatoes. Whether mashed, roasted, or baked, they're a staple in many senior diets. But did you know that putting your potatoes in the fridge can actually make them less healthy and even potentially harmful? Here's why. Cold temperatures convert the starch in potatoes into sugar much faster than normal. Not only does this change the taste, making them oddly sweet, but it also causes a chemical reaction when cooked at high heat, leading to the formation of acrylamides. These compounds have been linked to increased cancer risk in lab studies, making this especially concerning for older adults. Dr. Carter, an expert in senior nutrition, warns, refrigerated potatoes can produce compounds that may affect blood sugar, important for diabetics. This is particularly critical because many older adults are managing type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance, and hidden sugars like this can throw blood sugar levels out of balance. So, what's the safer alternative? Store your potatoes in a cool, dark, and dry place, like a pantry, cellar, or kitchen drawer. Avoid plastic bags that trap moisture. Instead, use a paper bag or open basket to allow airflow and prevent mold or sprouting. Bottom line, if your potatoes are sitting in the fridge right now, it's time to take them out. Room temperature storage not only keeps them safer and tastier, but also helps protect your blood sugar and long-term health. Number 4. Bread. Next up is something almost all of us have in our kitchens. Bread. Whether it's whole wheat, sourdough, or a soft white loaf, it's a staple for toast, sandwiches, and quick meals. But here's a common mistake. Storing bread in the fridge actually makes it go stale faster, not slower. Why does this happen? It's because refrigerator air accelerates the stalling process. The cool, dry environment pulls moisture out of the bread, making it dry, tough, and crumbly far more quickly than if it were stored at room temperature. This not only affects the taste and texture, but can make eating less enjoyable, especially for older adults. According to Dr. Rains, a geriatric specialist, many seniors struggle with dry mouth. Cold bread can be too hard to chew or digest, which can lead to discomfort, choking risks, or reduced appetite. For anyone dealing with dental issues, this is even more important to consider. So, what's the best strategy? Keep about half a loaf at room temperature for daily use and freeze the rest. When you need more, simply take out a slice or two and let it thaw at room temp or pop it in the toaster. This helps preserve the bread's moisture and texture without it going stale or moldy. So remember, the fridge might seem like the safe choice, but for bread, it's the fast track to dryness and disappointment. Store smart, and you'll enjoy fresher, softer slices without compromising your comfort or nutrition. Number 5. Honey. Sweet, golden, and natural, honey is often praised for its health benefits, especially for soothing sore throats or adding a nutritious boost to tea and breakfast. But if you're storing your honey in the fridge, it's time to stop. Refrigeration doesn't preserve honey. It actually ruins its texture. When honey gets cold, it begins to crystallize, turning from a smooth liquid into a gritty, clumpy mess. While it's still safe to eat, the texture becomes unappealing, and it's much harder to scoop or spread. Plus, reheating crystallized honey can degrade its natural enzymes and flavor. According to Dr. Molina, a food safety expert, honey naturally resists bacteria. Refrigeration is unnecessary and makes it harder to use. Because of its low moisture and high acidity, honey is one of the few foods that almost never spoils. That means seniors can enjoy it safely without refrigeration. No need to overthink it. The best way to store honey? Keep it tightly sealed in a dark cabinet, away from heat and sunlight. A pantry or kitchen cupboard is ideal. Just make sure the lid is secure to prevent moisture from getting in, which can lead to fermentation over time. So if your honey's sitting in the fridge, take it out now. Room temperature keeps honey smooth, spreadable, and packed with all its natural goodness, just as nature intended. Number 6. Coffee. If you're a coffee lover, this one's for you. Coffee is more than just a beverage. It's part of a daily ritual for many seniors. But if you're storing your coffee in the refrigerator or freezer, thinking you're keeping it fresh, you might actually be doing the opposite. Why? Because fridge moisture ruins the flavor and aroma of coffee. Coffee beans and grounds are like little sponges. They absorb moisture and odors from other foods around them. That leftover onion or last night's fish. Your coffee will pick up those smells and tastes, leaving you with a stale, off-putting brew. Dr. Singh, a geriatric health expert, explains, "Seniors often rely on coffee for routine, but bad storage leads to a poor-tasting brew and less satisfaction. For older adults who use coffee to jumpstart their day or stimulate digestion, that bitter, musty flavor can ruin both the experience and the benefits. So, how should you store your coffee instead? Keep it in an airtight container in a cool, dry place. Never the fridge or freezer. A pantry shelf or a cabinet away from the stove is perfect. This protects your coffee from light, heat, and moisture, all of which degrade flavor over time. In short, ditch the fridge and save your flavor. Fresh coffee isn't just about taste. It's about maintaining a comforting routine and enjoying something you look forward to each day." Number 7. Garlic. Next on our list is a kitchen essential that adds flavor and health benefits to countless dishes. Garlic. You might be tempted to store your garlic in the fridge to extend its shelf life, but that's actually a big mistake. Cold temperatures cause garlic to sprout and grow mold, making it unsafe to eat. When garlic is exposed to cold, its natural oils and moisture begin to break down. This leads to sprouting, which not only affects the taste and texture, but can also introduce harmful bacteria. Mold growth is another risk, which is a problem that can lead to foodborne illnesses, especially for seniors whose immune systems might be more sensitive. Dr. Alvarez, a doctor specializing in nutrition for older adults, warns, "Garlic supports immune health, especially important for older adults. Moldy garlic, that's a health risk. Garlic contains compounds like allicin, which have been shown to help boost immunity and reduce inflammation, critical for seniors who want to stay healthy and fight off illness. Moldy garlic defeats the purpose of adding this health-boosting food to your diet. So, how should you store garlic properly? Keep garlic bulbs in a well-ventilated bowl or mesh bag away from direct sunlight and moisture. A dry, cool place like a pantry is ideal. You can also use a garlic keeper, a container designed specifically to store garlic and allow airflow. In short, avoid the fridge for garlic, as it can cause sprouting and mold, undermining both its flavor and health benefits. Store it properly and you'll continue to enjoy fresh, nutritious garlic in your meals. Number 8. Onions. We're getting close to the end, and here's one more kitchen staple many people store the wrong way. Onions. While it may seem harmless to toss onions into the fridge, this common mistake can actually shorten their shelf life and even create a breeding ground for bacteria. Here's why. The moisture in the refrigerator causes onions to become soft, mushy, and moldy. Onions are designed to stay dry and well ventilated, but in the cold, damp environment of the fridge, condensation forms on the outer skin. That extra moisture breaks down the onion's natural defense layers and invites rot and decay. According to Dr. Peterson, a senior health specialist, moisture encourages bacterial growth, dangerous for aging immune systems. As we get older, our immune systems don't fight off infections as efficiently, so eating contaminated or spoiled foods, like a moldy onion, can lead to serious digestive issues or illness that younger people might shrug off. On top of that, refrigerating onions can affect their flavor. Chilled onions tend to lose their natural sweetness and become sharp and sulfuric, especially when cooked. That's not only bad for taste, It can be harsh on sensitive digestive systems, which many seniors experience. Here's the right move. Store onions in a cool, dry place like a pantry, cabinet, or drawer. Keep them in a mesh bag or open basket that allows for air circulation. And here's a critical tip. Don't store them near potatoes. Potatoes release moisture and gases that make onions spoil faster, and vice versa. So if you've got onions in your fridge right now, it's time to pull them out. Proper storage means longer-lasting onions, better flavor, and safer eating, especially important as we age. Number 9. Oils, like olive or coconut. Rounding out our list is something found in nearly every kitchen. Cooking oils, especially heart-healthy options like olive oil and coconut oil. While you might think storing them in the fridge will keep them fresh longer, it actually causes more inconvenience than protection. Here's what happens. Refrigeration causes oils to cloud and thicken. This doesn't make them unsafe, but it does change their texture, making them hard to pour, measure, or mix into recipes. Coconut oil can even solidify completely in the fridge, turning into a waxy block that needs to be melted before use. Dr. Tran, a cardiovascular nutrition expert, explains, "Cold oils don't mix or absorb well in cooking. Bad news for heart-healthy meals." For seniors focused on maintaining healthy cholesterol and reducing inflammation, the way oils are stored and used can make a real difference in how well their bodies absorb those beneficial fats. Plus, constantly reheating or scooping thickened oil introduces temperature fluctuations that can degrade its quality over time. That defeats the purpose of using premium oils like extra virgin olive oil, which is packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. The best storage method? Keep oils in a dark cabinet, tightly capped, and away from heat sources like the stove or dishwasher. Light, air, and heat are the real threats to oil quality, not room temperature. A pantry or cupboard is the perfect spot to preserve both flavor and nutrition. So don't chill your oils. Treat them like the liquid gold they are. Proper storage means smoother cooking, better taste, and more heart-friendly benefits with every meal. Conclusion. And there you have it. 9 everyday foods you should never put in the fridge, especially if you're looking to protect your health, flavor, and digestion as you age. A few simple storage changes can make a big difference in how your body feels and how your food tastes. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment below. If you've already been storing these the right way, comment D9 below. If this video opened your eyes and you've been refrigerating most of them, comment 0. No shame, you're learning and improving. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with the senior you care about. And hit that bell so you don't miss more senior health tips just like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay well and stay smart.